What's up, everybody? Let me speak. That's right, I'm back. A lot of things been going on, and I've been taking care of business, working, getting it together. You know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to know that I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Just had to come through and thank everybody for following and subscribing on my page, and give y'all some prison tales. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was in the hole, and I used to talk to this one brother. We're gonna call him Mr. Greer, and we used to have something like the same thing y'all see on the Eddie Murphy movie, the Eddie Murphy movie, Life. We used to sit in the hole and sit at the door and talk all night and say different things and poetry and tell them stories and everything. You know what I'm saying? We used to do it just like they did it in the movie Life. You know, talk about the boom boom room. You know what I'm saying? But because I went as a kid, I mainly would stick to the poetry because I didn't really have no good stories to tell. You know what I'm saying? As far as the free life, but I could write that poetry and I could write those letters. You know, and just thinking about that movie Life and Shawshank Redemption, I kind of understand the theme of the movie and the things that we used to talk about behind them doors. You know what I'm saying? And it was always real good back there. And I was in the hole at this time because I had been going against the warden, going over his head, writing the governor, the director of prisons, because I wanted to get stuff in there that I wasn't able to have on the street. And I wanted to get it so the other guys could, have something to look forward to instead of just your basic everyday prison programming. So I was trying to get the video games and start up these dog programs. I loved banging my head against the administration. I always loved that, banging my head against the administration. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. But I'll be back there sitting in the hole, and we talking one day. And to show you how individuals in prison think, they always prepared for something and they always doing something. And I was sitting back there, and this police just kept messing with this one dude. You know what I'm saying? They had started up this crew called DSNs. DSNs is Dark Side Nations. And the police kept messing with someone, we're going to call him the leader of it. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Greer. Me and him used to talk all night long, play chess through the door. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know anything about prison, they know that you can play chess with somebody as long as y'all both got a chessboard. And sometimes we used to make our own chessboards and make it with the chess pieces. And he say, man, this dude, police keep messing with me, bro. I'm gonna blast him when I come out this door. Now y'all probably wondering, how is he gonna blast him? And he in the hole, because when we come out, we on high HRP, high priority risk prisoners, because we all got a bunch of time, ain't never coming home. So they know that we got nothing to lose in anything we do. And you probably wondering, how is he gonna do this? And every time y'all come out the door, y'all chained up and hooked up and escorted, multiple police, because we known as just dangerous and the forgotten ones, the forgotten souls. So he told me that, and we shooting kites and talking in code back and forth. You know what I'm saying? How he can make this thing happen. And we had a bunch of good Cuban partners that was back there. And the Cuban partners was listening to us, you know what I'm saying? And they started shooting kites like, man, if you want us to ride on them, we can ride on them too. And then Jimmy Greer, he was like a ghost. He was like, no, this all on me. This police keep messing with me, and I'm going to take care of this. So, in the process of this, we like to shoot the kites and the Cadillacs across the tier and jump the rails, and so we can get stuff back and forth to each other. And that might even mean kites. It might be the Zuzus and Wham Whams and everything like that. And I learned a valuable lesson in prison from this moment here. I don't know if y'all familiar with toothpaste. Toothpaste has glycerin in it. And this one cool Cuban dude, he had been collecting this glycerin about this toothpaste for a long, long time. And he had his matches and all that stuff because at that time it was still cigarettes, and that's what he had been collecting, these matches. So we shooting these kites out, and this one dude, this white dude that was kind of crazy. He called himself a Warlock or something like that. Would always be trying to intercept the Cadillacs and intercept stuff that we shooting out, and when he get it, he pull it in. But he never came out his cell, so there was never opportunity to get him. So he was shooting. You shoot your Cadillac out, he liable to jump the rail. He got good with the Cadillac because he had been in the hole a long time like us. I think he had been in the hole at that time like 3-4 years. And so he's shooting his Cadillac out. Somebody shoot the Cadillac out, and they said, "Man, this dude just got my Cadillac." And they said, "Man, Warlock got my Cadillac." So everybody started banging on the door. Warlock, man, why you keep doing that stuff? And the white dude's checking him, like, dude, what's wrong with you, bro? You breaking the rules, taking people's stuff and stuff. He sliding in, and to throw it in your face, what he just did, he throw your raggedy Cadillac out with a sheet, what you ripped up your sheets to do it, or whatever you use, shoestrings or whatever, and throw it out on a tier, and just sit in his window and laugh at you while he ate whatever he took from you, or read the kite that you was sending, or it might have been a knife or something you was trying to slide that you handmade from plastic, melted plastic, and razor blades. And he kept accumulating all this stuff, and he kept doing this stuff. I can't even guess how long he had been doing it, because he had been doing it before I even got to the hole. So one day we sitting there, me and Mr. Grill, we sitting there. Everybody know this Mr. Grill wasn't no joke. But we'll get back to him. Me and Mr. Grill talking. He like, man, that dude down there just keep stealing people's stuff. He gonna get it sooner or later. Now, while I was incarcerated, I had to learn how to survive, so I had to be understanding of all the different ethnic backgrounds that was in there, and the different languages that go on. We had our own little way of talking. Everybody doing there, and I had to learn some Spanish. I had to learn some Samoan, some Filipino, and all the different codes that everybody used. So the dude, the Cubans at the door one day, and they talking all night long in the hole. And I'm catching broken parts of it, you know what I'm saying? Then my cool Cuban partner that I always talk to, he said, "Hey, I shoot you a kite, and I want you to let me know. All you gotta do is just say yes or no." He shot me the kite and asked me, did I have any old wires, that I can get rid of. And I had an old hot pot in there that I had broke the wires down and was using it to cook my little food in there, my little stingers and stuff, or whatever the case may be. Because they didn't really mess with us too much in a hole like that because of our status that's on our door, big old red and white letters, HRP, high priority risk prisoners. That means we just untamable, dangerous, hard-headed knuckleheads, whatever the case may be. So he shot me the kite. I read the kite. He said they had some wires, so I went on and I hooked up all the wires I had and gave it to him because it was my boy. He had gave me some knives one time and some other things was going on, but that's a whole other story. Shot him all the wire, but he wasn't just grabbing wire from me. He was grabbing wire from a bunch of individuals as I'm sitting there in my window in the hole. Because that's all we do is sit there at the door, look out the window, stare at things because we ain't got nothing else better to do. We 23 hours a day, lockdown, and every 3 days they might let you out for an hour to exercise, and every 3 days you get to shower, maybe, if they feel like it, if they got the supportive staff to do that stuff. So I'm watching, and just days and days going by. I'm seeing people shooting wire after wire after wire after wire after wire. I'm like, man, this dude is crazy. Getting all this wire, he must be up to something. He about to do something. I don't know what he finna do. And finally this day come, and he sent me a kite. And he say, hey, my friend, Jaime. He called me Jaime. And I was like, what's up, man? And he was like, you got a commissary? I was like, yeah, I got commissary, man. He said, okay. He said, hold on to your commissary. You may not get commissary for a while. I was like, what's up? He said, just pay attention. Got to the window. He said, come to the window. I come to the window. He looking. All of a sudden, he shot this most beautiful Cadillac I ever seen out. And it had all kind of candy bars on it and all kind of treats and stuff attached to it. And so his other partner that he was shooting it to, that I thought he was shooting it to, in the window, he shoot his Cadillac out so they can overlap on each other and connect and pull this stuff in. But he missed. And now the other Cuban that he's shooting it to, Gato, he never missed. Gato know how to run this Cadillac. He knows what he's doing with this Cadillac. So I'm like, how is he missing? I'm looking. And I said, hey man, go to the left. And my other Cuban partner, he looked at me and he shot it out again. The other dude faked the shot. Now the Warlock dude done got up. He see the Cadillac out there. Oh, he get into action. He got his Cadillac stay ready. And he intercepted that Cadillac. And I mean, he intercepted that Cadillac good. Because it was a sardine can was the lead on that Cadillac there. And he's pulled that Cadillac in his room because he was always doing that stuff. And he pulled that Cadillac in his room, and that Cadillac was in his room about, couldn't have been no more than 3 to 5 seconds. Long seconds though. And all of a sudden, we heard a boom. Then we heard a scream. Ah. Then we see flame and smoke and all this stuff. And the dude Warlock in there have his face and blowed off. And I'm looking up to Cuban. The Cuban start laughing, and the other Cuban start banging on the door, speaking in Cuban and talking bad. Got you. I'm talking about he shredded up in there. The police come, open the door. The Cuban partner slide the rest of this Cadillac out with all these wires. It wasn't made of string, and if the dude would have paid attention, he would have seen that it was not made of string. This Cadillac was made of wire with a sardine can on the end. And this is what I found out later. He had been saving and extracting this nitroglycerin out of the toothpaste. And he had the matches, and he was taking his legal paper clips, and all this stuff, metal, and compressing it inside this sardine can. And when that man grabbed that sardine can and got it in his room, he stuck it in his socket in his wall, because we have TV sockets for our TVs in there. He stuck it in that socket, and that activated it in that cell with the Warlock dude, and blew him halfway to kingdom come in there. So this is what individuals in prison utilize their time for, to make anything happen. Nothing is impossible in prison. I seen a woman guard bring in a gun and a bullets into an inmate she fell in love with. Whole nother story. But I had to tell y'all about that story because in the whole, my Cuban partner used to say, man, we do things in here to take our mind off of being in prison. And we work and do different stuff and come up with these ideas. And if an individual was able to such a mastermind, imagine what he could have did on the positive front on the street with all this knowledge that he was capable of sitting back utilizing his brain to do instead of utilizing it to do crime. Yeah, I already know I'm a big advocate for the kids, so I try to throw something in for the kids for my stories too. And I'm gonna start now answering questions, because I have a lot of people on another platform that send me questions, so hundreds and thousands of questions about prison that I'm going to start to addressing. So I came back to throw that story out there to give y'all something to chew on. Thank everybody for subscribing. I only need 30 more people before I can be monetized on YouTube. It's only take 1,000, so everybody share, like, subscribe, and I'm coming back with more stories. I'm gonna try to drop them more often now. But yeah, so the boy blew the Warlock up and kept it pushing. Oh, we seen Warlock come out of there and the nurses to deal with him. He was shredded up bad. He never came back to our tier. He went to another tier, another side of the hole. We was in A wing. He took him like to B or C somewhere like that. And when I finally got to see him again, though, man, he was shredded up. His half this was shredded up, and his face was shredded up. He'll never forget. And he never stole a Cadillac from that point on again. But y'all take care. Always remember when y'all see me coming, let me speak.